Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your daily message. Or massage is Big Cat, the way of the Bushido warrior is a must. I tell you, activate it at any time, darling dear. Yes, I had to restart this live because I had to get that monkey off my back. That Zach Stacy. But fortunately for you guys, I had a red velvet cake Sunday on hand. The sugar rush was all I needed to calm me nerves because I told you I was going off on a Tourette spiel. I was stuttering, stammering, and foaming at the mouth. Namaste, Big Cat. Who's here? Let's see. Everything is just messing up at the moment. Hold on a sec. Let's get this back online. Right, now I feel more, listen, that's Zach Stacy blood, whoa, hey, oh, I have to stuff the spoon in my own mouth to shut up about it. Right, let's dive in, Big Cat. The planetary energies today. The Taurus moon manifests in the sky, and it brings the energy of what? Luxury, sensuality, prosperity. It's about your values, darling dears. Being sure to embrace these keywords. The moon will flutter into Gemini for a spell, right? Promoting you to catch up on your personal correspondences. Any what? Emails, text messages, give unto Caesar what's due unto Caesar, pay them their bills. Stop holding on to the Skrilla. Right? Right? The connection with the North Node can help you organize your thoughts for the future. Yes, Big Cat. It's a kind of a what? A to-do list flex that we must be on today. Get to that to-do list and tick them off 1-1. Today's lunar placement also brings a curious atmosphere to the table. I'm still off my gangster, but I'm going to get it wrapped again. Go ahead. Okay then. Speaking to myself, guys. As I was saying, today's lunar placement also brings a curious atmosphere to the tableau, making it a great time to do some studying, watch a documentary, or read a good book. Which good books? Well, my favorite is what? The 48 Laws of Power Blood. Right. My second favorite book is what? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Right. Hey. And my third favorite book is The Game of Life by Florence Scovel Shinn. Pick them up, darling dear. You can get them on audiobook. Listen to them regular. Embody everything. Bushido warrior, darling dear. We live by a Reiki. We've got 7 rules. We are righteous. Blessed and highly favored, I might add. Courageous, why? Because favors the brave, and you have to have courage. The heart of a big cat. Compassion. Compassion has the start of yourself, darling dear. As you found yourself in unfathomable circumstances that you had to breach, burn the bridges and not look back. You remember what it's like to be Lot's wife. Yes, not a lovely place. Also, the next one is about respect. Respect of the power you hold within, darling dear. Not everybody can take it. No, especially when you realize who the hell you are on this Malkuf. Badassery personified. And I'll have nothing else said. The truthfulness, it starts with the person in the mirror. Be true to yourself, darling dear. Tell the truth to yourself. If you find yourself in what? Extreme circumstances that's taken to your what? Stress, your stress threshold, you minus the big cat. Simple as. The next one is what? Your honor, darling dear. Your honor. Your integrities. What you live by. You make sure you exemplify and embody your honor on a daily basis, darling dear. certain things is past your reach, darling dear. That long spoon, you better extend it. You remember there's no honor amongst the backstabbing snakes. Loyalty, darling dear. Your loyalty is not checkers, darling dear. It's chess. Well thought out and strategically placed. Yes, baby. You have to be what? Strategically placed. Why? Law 33 of the 48 laws of power. Know your opponent, darling dear. They tell on themselves every time. Once you sit back and observe the tableau. This will give you the opportunity to what? Law 15. Crush your enemies with your badass alchemist ways, darling dear, as you get great. This is what is a stone to an abuser's heart, darling dear. When you move forward and you're successful. When you get great outside of their presence. And you take the time to, as a Bushido big cat, to embody all of these rules on a daily basis. As I was saying, right, we're going for these books, right? The 48 Laws of Power, right? The Game of Life and How to Play It, and the Bible, which was translated by King James. We're not going into that. That's another spiel I'm not going on today. I've got to rein it in. One thing you've got to avoid today, darling dears, is what? The malicious gossips. Let me tell you something. Those simpletons are everywhere. And guess who's going to be next on the list, darling dear? You'll be eviscerated, chop suey, before you've even left their presence properly. Merchants of slander. Jeremiah 9:4, always on the balls of their feet to bring the tea. I've had to cut off a family member recently because I can't take it. I didn't want to hear it. It makes me feel like I've been covered in oil. I feel greasy after listening. I don't listen. And then what they do when they used to ring me up, before I could say, "How are you?" they spill it out like vomit. You don't even get to say, "Hold up, wait a minute." Oh, hell no. Cut them off, blood. The malicious gossips. Be mindful that you're what? Managing your threshold, blood. Make sure, blood, brass, cistrine. Your nerves is connected to your hairline, blood. I keep telling you this. The Gemini energy can be very, what? Cerebral. Excuse me. Listen, I'm still off my gangster. Allow me, yeah? The Gemini energy is going to be more cerebral. And with the moon camped out under this sign, it could be easy for physical symptoms of stress to creep up on your blood, like a pair of cheap thongs jigsawing between your butt cheeks, darling dear. You don't want that to happen. It brings cognitive dissonance, phantom illnesses in your body, right? And what? Other worth, people pleasing. Don't do it. Tonight, the moon forms a helpful connection, right, to the structure-loving Saturn. Thank God. So the map of our plans for tomorrow should be in your head, darling dear. This is about what? If you fail to plan for tomorrow, you're planning to fail, blood, and you're doing it alone. No, I can't come with you there. Failure is not a purchase that I want to take. No. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Like I said, time to free up yourself. And on that note, we've got to push on to something else. While you're doing all of this freeness of yourself, embodying the lunar eclipse in the second house, right? You must make sure that you avoid the following. Manipulative people, right? I've got to talk about them, right? You don't know what their agenda is. You don't know, and guess what? You'll be the one that will be pushed out, right, into the thick of whatever maliciousness they've caused. Skullduggerous and wicked, right? Did I already say the gossip mongers? Yes, baby. Those that like to talk out the crack of their ass, darling dear. I told you, their opinions and their gossipings, right, is like our souls. Some are more loose and flatulent than others. Avoid, avoid, avoid! Red flag. Don't take no one else's opinion of someone else because they're trying to poison your mind. Don't let nobody be in control of your mind or your emotions. I told you, you'll be pulled about like taffy. And then you'll be set out under the hot sun, right, of public opinion to be picked on by Jankra. What's a Jankra? A flesh-eating bird blood, and it's very ugly. Right. The next one you must avoid, darling dears, is the criticizers. The critiques. Always got an opinion full of shit. Bottom feeder. Little finger's best worker. Love to criticize this and that so you don't notice what's going on in their mud heart. Those that are what? Self-absorbed. It's all about them. Full on knock 101. It's all about them. And if you dare mention yourself, your issue will be batted to one side. Your emotions mean nothing. You must swallow it down. Another person to avoid is somebody who's effing lazy blood. I can't stand a lazy person. They're even lazy to themselves. Live in a what trough, darling dear. My mom always said, lazy dog always nyam dirty pudding. They nyamming that shit and they want you to eat it with them. That Zemblanetic pie full of bad luckiness. Law 10 of the 48 laws of power to be avoided at all costs. Who else do you need to avoid? The envious ones, guys. Good golly and gosh, with the eye of Sputnik. Yes, baby, the eye of Sauron. That's always on you, jealous of your everything. Every breath you take, every move you make. They are watching you, darling dear. Come through, police. Posh, clap. Yes, baby. Jealous of your everything. Because why? They lack self-worth, darling dear. They haven't got the confidence, right, to be their own self. No, they're jealous of you and want to be you. And when they finish with their jealous and envy, they get their echopraxic on, darling dear. Pardon me, darling dears, that was a spiritual belch, because I speaks the truth, roof. Pinkies up. Who else? The final one is the overly negative, darling dear. They're paranoid, blood. They're paranoid. Yes, baby. Something is always going wrong with them. Let me tell you something. You better avoid them. Energy vampire. Prakalisha is their name. They're a leech. They need to what? Draw a circle of sadness and stay in that shit. Shields up. Keep that bad energy where it is. Let's call in the energy of guidance and protection, darling dears. Take a deep breath, breathe in as we what? Move along our path. As the Bushido warrior, Big Cat Chronicles, continues. Hold on a minute before I do that, because I'm telling you, man. Hey, Zach Stacy! Destabilize me! Hey! Oh, you gotta shove it in my mouth and shut up. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, darling dears. Energies up. Let's dive in, darling dears. Yes, baby. We've got a full moon eclipse in Taurus. I told you I'm the post-it queen. And if your name is on a post-it note, you're about to be on the short list for 2 of these and 1 of those. What's that? Love and light. Who's in the chat? Let's have a quick look. See. Hey, Suzanne Renner. How are you, darling dear? Are you okay? Are you still bothering yourself about what's gone on in the past? Let it go, darling dear. Christopher Smith. Glad you could pop in, sir. Fist bump. Who? What, you're saying that Zach Stacy is an Aries? He's an arsehole blood that needs to be in prison with the prisoners, right? With a prison cellmate called Killer Tear Out Your Throat. Yes! That's who his cellmate needs to be called. Killer Tear Out Your Throat, blood. Right. Hold on a minute. Before I move on, I'm going to go back into the Tourette's about the Zach Stacy, blood. Yes. Shut my mouth about that. The full moon lunar or lunar eclipse in the second house, as known as your cash, Skrilla.com, investments, right? Multiple streams of income, yeah. Sitting on your whack like Matt Duck, yeah. Silent, yeah. Okay, he didn't say that. I dipped. And what value zone? In the coming 2 weeks, breathe through any financial dramas. Focus on finding a solution. Pay that shit. Are you kidding me, blood? It's karma, darling dear. Bad karma. Give unto Caesar what's due unto Caesar. If you haven't got it right now, you sort out that payment plan. I told you, it's on your to-do list today. It's a flex, darling dear. We're getting on top of everything. Big cat don't hide from people knocking at. Listen, I have to pay my bills because my progeny, right? They just have to hear the breeze blow on the door like this. And then they jettison and fling it wide. Mommy! I pay my shit. My progeny said so because I'm telling you, they'll have me in shackles and being drawn out of the house if I don't. Because they call me. Yes, they'll say, Mommy, there's somebody at the door. It also says, right, emotional alert. Avoid. Oh, sorry. It's my favorite book, darling dear, by Yasmin Boland. Been using it for a while, and it's suited me a treat. Right? He says, what emotional alert? The full moon can bring up intense feelings about your financial security, stability, and about your self-worth. I told you. Zach Stacy triggered me, blood. Oh, Lord. For those of you in an abusive situation, right, go and look for my Don't Get Smoked video. I've given you some light instruction on self-defense. Not to kill him, darling dears, because we can't go to prison. It's to get away. I've showed you how to throat punch. I've showed you how to get to the soft spots. To get away, darling dears, to distance yourself so you can what? Live and co-create another day. Go and watch the Don't Get Smoked video. Right? Messages. The full moon reminds you that a balance is needed between what you do for yourself financially and what you do for others. Your Skrilla, your good, her hard-earned pentacales. There's your income to be considered and your debts. There's your self-worth and what you think you're worth as a person. And there's what others are willing to pay you, which is usually based on what you've asked for. At least within reason. If you're about to make a major purchase, you're doing it at the right time. If you've been letting someone control you because they have financial power over you around about the time of your second house full moon is your chance to break free. Get gone, darling dear. Do a full-on tinky winky. Chew off your proverbial foot if need be. That's abuse as well. When they've got you in a situation where you're depending on their coins and they let you know it all of the time, darling, it's crazy making. I watched a series on, I'm not sure if it was Netflix or Amazon Prime, called The Maid. Good God. Emotional and verbal abuse to the core. Go and watch that, darling dear. Don't neglect it because of worldly concerns. No, babe. If you need to get gone, you get gone. If you have to make a plan, you move swiftly. You don't stay, big cat. Take me as your pattern. 16 years of a life wasted. But the best thing I got from that was my progeny. Proud of them I am. Release any issues you have about you, right? Money. The second house is all about the cash, property and possessions. So at this time, there could be some kind of climax or conclusion connected to cash. The folding stuff, darling dears. I told you, cash, money, Skrilla. In this, 21st century, if you're not living in the Amazon jungle, that Skrilla is right up there with H2O blood and air. H2O is air. What's the matter with me? No, H2O is water. What? Listen, Zach Stacy, Demon. Got me second, listen. Never go for my Florida water. Right? I'm not having it, mate. I tell you, it's like molasses on you. When you see these strings, you have to cover your face. Put it on your crown, darling dears. And pray. Know what skullduggerous scourge comes into your life ever again. Like that. Or you've got your third eye on bitches and mitches. Calling your ancestral team. Right? What does it want you to do? A tug of war may release issues about your Skrillas, right? A tug of war may arise between your own money and what other people pay you or owe you. I've told you many times, big cat, I learned the hard way. Don't lend out your Skrilla, your Pentacali, unless you can afford to lose it, right? There's no guarantee that there'll be a back on that money. What's the back? The back to you, darling dear. They will avoid you, they will block you, they will ghost you. Right? It says here, find a balance. Any issues you have regarding give and take. Here's my balance. Blood clattery. Here's my balance. Nay. 60 feet blood. My Skrillas. It says here, forgive. I'm not going to go mad about that because I told you we lead with that big F word. Yourself and anyone else. You need to. Remember, I woke up with the words on my mind. It's about the energy, darling dear. The karma of it all. You are sharing in said Zemblanic pie, right, of difficult circumstances because your energy is still connected. And baby, we have the new moon under Taurus, darling dear. A time to release it and harvest your true intentions. I told you, put your hand over your solar plexus. Recite the person's name, speak loud so you can hear it. Write it down on a paper and you burn that shit and you do the cutting over your solar plexus. Right. Be grateful. I told you this. I kicked my way out of the duvet. Glad for every breath I take. Right. The mantra. Right. The word for this is lamb. Right. Chant it out loud. So it's like lamb, not Larry, just lamb. Yes, baby. That should bring your chakras right in a treat. The affirmation for this lunar eclipse in the second house of Taurus is, all my needs are met. I'm worth it. Looks like I wrote that myself, darling dears. Let me put it back properly so you can see it. And screenshot. Read at your leisure. And that's the ending of it. Right, I'm going to push on now. I can't balance on this, blood. Balance on this. My Skrilla. I'm not going to mention, anytime I go to mention, I'm going to stuff this in my mouth, yeah? Because what did I just say about people repeating negative shit? Listen, who's gonna check me, boo? No one. I have to stop myself with my red velvet cake sundae. I got it from the cake box in Croydon. Makes the best vegan cakes I've ever tasted. Right. Nearly said it again, guys. Sorry. Listen. Mmmmmhmmm. Sorry, just plugging in the camera so it doesn't cut out on us. And I'm cutting on my fan because I told you. Let's get the rune of today, darling dears. Oh, we've got the Palo Santo, darling dears. Love it. But first, let me draw your attention to what? Pertho. This is the High Priestess, darling dear. This talks about a fresh start. It also speaks about what? Occult abilities, your psychic abilities, darling dear. You're getting an upgrade. Your discernment, that third eye is being buffed up to what? A really beautiful, lovely shine. Pay attention to your innermost feeling, your Geiger counter. I told you many times where that is, in your solar plexus. You'll feel that grabbing sensation when you ain't supposed to be in that shit, around that shit, or say shit. Yes, baby. Big Cat knows how to shut up and pay attention to what's going on. Represented by the letter P, the numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11, darling dear. This talks about fate and destiny. The High Priestess comes through with what? Water as well as moon energy. This is your intuition, darling dear. It's guiding you to the truth. This also speaks about some kind of secret, some kind of inner wisdom. Something's going to be revealed to you today. It's about something coming into balance. A different side of yourself is being shown to you, darling dears. Don't be afraid, darling dear. Because as you boss up, you ain't the same Big Cat. You wasn't Big Cat when you met me. You was a kitten. Now you is Big Cat with a bat, darling dear. And what badass alchemist ways? This is a coming into yourself, a new awakening, a new understanding. Understanding your particular je ne sais quoi, your unique ability on this Malkuth, darling dears. Love it. Why? Because you've got the world card. Oh, fella, in the upright, everything is up and up, darling dear. Reminds me of Taiwan's justice. I'm sure it's going to come out on the tableau. But as I was saying, oh fella, world card represented, or world rune represented by the letters K, I, and C. The numbers 36, 37, 38, and 39. No. I'm telling you KIC. I'm thinking about Isa, the hermit. Something to do with the hermit. You need to isolate yourself. This also speaks about spiritual wisdom. But Othello is represented by the letters F and O. For fuck out of here. Listen, let's get it back on board. It also speaks about a guide. Being a guide to others, or being guided to others that are going to what? Bring something new to your world. It's a new beginning. It speaks about what? A full-on transformation, a fresh start. This is about your salvation. Why? Because of the knowledge, darling dear. Your occult abilities. It's like being the what? The one-eyed man in the land of the blind. This also speaks about some kind of travel. Some of you are getting on that World Wide Web, and you are being watched on said web. I told you, Sputnik is all up and over you. Why? Because you move forward. Let's get the energy behind that. Where's my shiz naive? Holding it. Whoa, nearly did it again. Hey, shut up, Case. I tell you, this divine is so funny sometimes. He wants me to see this one. What did I just tell you? It's an awakening period for you, darling dears. All new everything. We are in the second house lunar eclipse, darling dear. Didn't I say luxury? Didn't I say prosperity? Skrilla, Pentacale.com. We see the dull yellow Sputnik in the background, watching you get the duality of it all. This is about a balancing and a new way of doing things, darling dear. Knowing how to what? Get that flow on. Love it. Love it. Push. Clap. The purple also speaks about what? Your inner wisdom. Brings into mind your crown chakra, darling dears. Manifestation mode, full on. This is about what? Clear decision making, because you've awakened, darling dear. There is never any what second guessing of yourself. Why? You know how to what? Save yourself, darling dear. Understanding the divine is telling you, you have to be your protector and provider. The green speaks about your growth and abundance. Well, I saw it go when you are a big cat. Base of the deck. Baby, darling, sweetie pie. I told you, tonight's the night, guys. This talks about setting your intentions under the harvest full moon, darling dears. Harnessing that energy. We are leading with the keywords. I told you what they were. Do you remember? Luxury, sensuality, and prosperity. We might as well put in health, growth, abundance on every level. Set your intentions, darling dear, because it's about to be gifted onto you. Somebody's going to be awakening to the strength that you are serving. I told you, Bushido warrior, and I'll have nothing else said. Base of the deck, imagination. We also have the air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This witch is going towards the west, darling dear. Is it the wicked witch of the west? Whomsoever that is, this person is not around you. This is also what? You tapping into your imagination, your creativities, darling dear. It's going to give you a direction. You're being spiritually guided. I told you many times, you better get the compass of your birth natal chart. I know it's very difficult to understand when you look, first of all, but everything is about time, darling dear. You break it down into snippets, and then you Google it in the snippets. Get yourself a good astrology book. Love this one. Okay. What else have I got here? I've got a number of books. You can't come to me and ask me about astrology and tarot, blood. I've got books, and I've even wrote my own. Right? This is another one if you're struggling with learning the astrology and tarot. Absolutely fabulous, darling dear. Beautifully written. Layman's terms. They've broken it down, guys. Really broken it down on this one. Absolutely fabulous. Anyhow, let's carry on. Gonna get the soul cards. Let's get another energy read. What's around you? What's being served? New beginning. Finding direction. Getting yourself on the map. Somebody's gonna have to stick a pin in it for you. Listen, I went for soul cards and this is what came into my hand. True love oracle. Emotional freedom, darling dear. Whomsoever tried to rain on your parade, whomsoever thought you was emotionally bound to them, they're going to get a wake-up call today, darling dears. Yes, baby. The rabbit speaks about slow but steady progress, right? The unicorn, right, always reminds me of what? Relying on the unseen. We have the owl. This is your ancestors, your way shows, your spiritual guides leading the way. How many stars is that? 15 or 16? If it's 15, right, it's the death. The devil card, moving away. 16 is the tower, sudden change. Moving away from what? Addictive behaviors, darling dear. Addictive people, bottom feeders that want to drag you what? Back to hell in a handbasket so that you can be a simpleton just like them, right? Look at this. I told you, those that haven't reached spiritual maturity, they are in their own personal hell. Their DNS, mate. Their path is being blocked on every level. Yes, but not their eye chakra, darling dear. Can't you see that eye of Sharon looking up from the what? Nosebleed section, darling dear, to see what's really going on with you. It's all about you, big cat. Whether you believe it or not. Right, oh, that's a lot of spinning, but one fell off. Let's see what that one is. Look, I told you I don't like when the cards ejaculate all over my tableau, blood. I like the 1-1. Right? What's this card? King of Pentacles. This is husband material. It also speaks about protector and provider. This also speaks about somebody who is an entrepreneur, somebody who is loyal, right? Looking at what they've achieved. This also speaks about loyalty, being afoot. What's this? Oh, yes. Whatever was going on in your mental health, right? Your pocketbook, your handbag, your wallet, right? You're about to see success. This is about what? Coming out of unsure territory. Some of you are what? Bossing up, taking on that masculine role as protector and provider in your own lives, darling dear. This is about you being blessed in their face. Who is they? They, them, and I don't know their names in particular. It could begin with what? An F, an O, and a P, right? For a fop. Their name is Fop. Okay? What's this? Somebody in the background is living within their what? DNS, right? All of their negative emotions, their foolish actions, they're living amongst it. Is it the... Listen! Not saying his name again. Stop my mouth. This was a toxic connection, darling dear. To the core, emotionally draining, hairline taking. Thank you, TC, for the super chat. Who else is here? Bamlis Davis, Siamese Goddess, peace and love. I see you, Susan Renner. Who's that? Ziggy Zum Zum. Hello. Jennifer Gripsby. Or is it Grigsby? Hey girl, what's up? Glad you could pop in, darling dear. Just having a bit of mocha and not talking about that man. Right? Because I told you, there's not enough red velvet sundae in the world. Who's this King of Pentacles to my big cat? Base of the deck, darling dear. If this was a King of Pentacles in your life, somebody who you thought was your protector and provider, well, you bucked up on a procrastinator and a liar, a skin-peeling liar. This person was a promiser's fool. They promised all sorts to you. Told you who was going to have victory and success. In some cases, you was waiting on an engagement ring. Baby, you'll be waiting on that ring from this person till there's what? Dust on your bones, blood. Holding down the fort and keeping hope alive. Hopium from that rusty cup you needs to put down. It's somebody who can't come towards you. They'd love to come towards you. They're going through a bit of a difficult time in the Skrilla department. Their pentacles ain't working out. Why? What's going on? Somebody watching you be blessed. Right? Oh, things ain't working out for them. Whatever seeds they sowed, we already saw the energy of the fool. Whatever they leaned back into, darling dear, it was a bad business deal, full of toxic and toxicity. This is what mind-altering stuff, guys. Being in debt and on a knife's edge. This person is unable to heal, darling dear. Base of this deck. What did I tell you about the Eye of Sauron? This lying, cheating cheetah would love to come back, darling dear, but they don't know how to approach you. Baby, we've already said, if we've given you the Matthew 10:14, dusted off our sandals and hit it out, tinky winky styly, you can approach the throne, of course. But you have to go by these stipulations. They must come with their head on a platter. The head must be separated from their body, and they must be carrying said platter. If they can do that, it'd be great. They can come over. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna get no mocha, and they're not drinking out of any of my good glasses. No. This person would like to sneak back into your situation. This is also about you. Some of you are letting what? Your own mind be altered by the fact that you are not yet in a successful union. Right? Some of you are making yourself flipping sick, blood. Over what? A man or a woman? When are they gonna come? Are you kidding me, blood? What about you? What are you doing? You are Bushido. I told you. Focus on yourself. Until you do that, you will always be in lack. And we play what? Chess, not checkers. We are professors of the puzzle. Right? We've got 2 sevens on the tableau at this moment in time, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. This is about what? Light-hearted fun. It also speaks about what? Love of pleasure. This person is light-hearted and having fun as they, what? Bless someone else. I told you, it's not blessing blocker. You have to run away so they can go and bless someone else. You've had enough blessings, darling dear. Light-hearted fun. They want a bit of light-hearted fun with you guys. Are you up for it? Hit me up in the comments. Don't email me with this, right? Because I was already Hey, Mmmmhmmm, glad you could pop in. Jessica Vogel, I see you. No, don't allow this tyrant, this skullduggerous one to come back in. They'd like to, because where they went, right? It's a knife edge. It's a lie. This is how they look when they leave the house. This is the what? Sodom and Gomorrah. Left inside said mud hut. When they step out, darling dear. This person has the eye of the tiger on anything they can get, right? They want it. But they can't get it. Why? Because judgment knows their address. This is somebody that did want a situation with you to end. And some of them are realizing your psychic abilities, which they denied in your presence. Gave you a lot of cognitive dissonance, darling dears. What's this success? What are you going to be blessed with in their face? Is it going to be for good or bad? Big Cat Chronicles continues. What's this? Multiple streams of income. Ace of Cups. This also speaks about a new partner, new love. Big Cat, you will love again, you know. But it will be equally reciprocated love, one that is divinely guided. You see her hands over her heart. It talks about what? Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart. For from your heart springs the well of life. This also speaks about what? Somebody's going to find themselves successful after what? Many failed attempts at getting pregnant. Congratulations, right? Look forward to the sleepless nights, blood. It's all worth it once they get to about what? How old is my oldest? She'll be 24 tomorrow, right? Yeah. I don't know when the sleepless nights finish. But like I was saying, that's what you've got coming towards you. We have what? The Two of Swords on its face, darling dears. The choices that you're making is going to bring nothing but blessing upon blessing upon blessing. The Six of Wands also speaks about what? Being raised up in your community or being what? Recognized amongst your peers. This could be your unique fire and passion, darling dear. You bring it. You bring it home full circle. Wish fulfillment. Ace of Cups, darling dears. Two of Swords, thinking clearly. This also speaks about what? Mental torment and torture, darling. What's this? Sorry guys. I had some cake on my fingers. This is about you thinking clearly about a situation. This is also about mental negativity that's been sent at you. It's being blocked. Return to sender, I told you. Awakening season. Once you embrace whom you truly are, Big Cat, this is when your ancestors come in like badass what? Helpmates and guides. This also speaks about what somebody tried to tie you up in mentally. It's being jettisoned back on them. All they can do is think about you and cry into what? Their cup, darling dear. They're either drinking, smoking. They're in a situation where it's about to be destabilized. Somebody's about to break up with someone because it's not a happy environment. Look at this. It's like they've got to dig their way out of the grave they made for themselves, darling dear. This is self-making. They are so stupid. CHEWPED. Right? The toxicity of it all. Hairline taking stuff, guys. Hey! Worry not. Spirit has them in hand. What's this? Two different decks. The Seven of Swords. The Lion stealing backs. Front neck stabbing snake. Little finger, strongest worker, Pennywise, son or daughter. Prakala or Prakalisha. Let me tell you something. They want to come back, darling dear. Your ancestral team is saying, no! Don't you do it, Miss Seeley. Hey! Hey, don't do it. You'll be back in prison before you know it. Reciprocated, right? In the upright, the Ten of Pentacles also represents what? True soul tribe. This is a flipping soul tie from old blowtorch. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. I see Reciprocated, right? A reverse friar tuck in your future. Right? Look! Knight of Cups on its face. They're a liar and they're skullduggerous. And that cup has been offered to many. Been around the world and aye. Hey, Ramon C. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. Melissa Allen, hello. Alexis Holmes, I see you all. Mr. Wicks. Listen, them skullduggerous ones is still up to tricks, darling dear. They'd love to come back and offer to you. This also speaks about what? Just before your biggest blessing. The devil has the chance to come and scupper you. So be on the alert. You've already been told, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Use your discernment and your intuition. And if that fails, research them blood clot. Go on the World Wide Web. Right? Find out shit. You need to be big cat. Find out shit. This is why I keep telling you, I say all the time, that Cupid needs to be fucked up. Not killed, just fucked up one good time. Right? He's up there with all the celestial beings. He's got access to the Akashic records. Right? Before him go read the record, before him fire that flipping cross and bow about you're in love with the devil's strongest worker, you need to go and read files, blood. Cupid needs to be fucked up. Yes! The Lion Skullduggerous one. Right? Page of Wands on its face. The original bad girl or bad boy, bad news bear, a liar and a spire, coming with the passion to take a big cat down. You better get Queen of Swords in that shit. Why? Because Spirit has given you options and choices, and you've already extricated yourself from that situation. Hairline taking, guys. Oh, hell no. This is the wisdom of your experience. Continue to divorce yourself from situations that don't serve you. Stupid fool. What's the matter with these people? Why can't they just move on and live the drudgerous life that they what bet for? They want to come and put that shit on the big cat. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. You have to realize, as you continue to ascend, right, in your occult knowledge, what's that, your birth natal chart, what they wanted kept hidden from us, what they've used against us to keep us like sheeple, darling dears. Use that energy. What other messages do we have? We're already at the 48-minute mark. Thank you, Christopher Smith, for that super chat. You know where I'm going, right? This is the first time you're going to know that I'm going to even video it, me going into the Cape Box and purchasing more red velvet sundaes, because I'm telling you, it made me talk about that blood clot. Boy, name. I'm Friday again. Any more messages for the big cat? I'm also going to be leave the backstabbers in the past, darling dear. Look at it from a cerebral kind of a perspective. We've already seen that energy. Because the moon, right, is going to be forming an alliance with structured Saturn. You can co-create whatever you want. This also speaks about travel, possibly distance travel, long distance learning as well for some of you. You can co-create whatever you want, but you get that knowledge. You don't live on that blade. This also speaks about what some of you are going overseas to get surgery, to get over the heartbreak. Let me tell you something. If you're going to have surgeries on your bodies, right? Number one, you're putting your life at risk. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody has free choice. I told you, case is a pointer, not a picker. Get off my back, please. Like I was saying, if you're going for these surgeries, don't go because you're heartbroken and you think a banging body is going to change your life. All it will do is draw in more bottom feeders, because you're still emitting the same frequency. Open to be scuppered, plundered, pillaged and looted. Scene 1111, right? Skrillers, What did I say? Spiritual. This is a new spiritual level for you, darling dears. Upgrade time. Don't do something out of heartbreak and because of the betrayal, unless it's what? To plan your future. Because I tell you, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What's this? Because this is what Spirit wants to give you, darling dear. Long-term security, a new home, a new business, a new car. But I've told you already, there's $2.3 trillion. Dollars, right? Mucho skrilla on the tableau, right? For public speaking creativities between now and 2026. You don't want some of that pie. Spirit wants to give you a stable foundation. But you've got to lead with strength, darling dear. You can't be tempted of your flip-flop at this stage of the game. Know thyself. Know thy worth. Know you are unique. There's nobody that's more you than you. You have such beautiful, right, untapped superpowers in your north nodes. This is about you turning your back on situations that are negative. Those that hurt you in the past, all they'll do is come back and hurt you again. Why? Because you dared to boss up. You dared to speak up for yourself. You dare to what? Let all of their spiteful, spiting words, right, wash off a duck's back, darling dear. You're not having it. Let them talk. Their talk is still gone. And that's when they step it up at your back, right? Because you gave too much to a situation. Six of Pentacles in the upright. But whomsoever you left in the past, darling dear, they're crying like a full-on Mitch. Possibly touching himself under the cape. Got that stanky finger. Where's my bell of regret? Right, that's enough because we couldn't give two figs or one good damn. This person is crying like a full-on bitch. And a Mitch, right? I just noticed the red face. They feel embarrassed. They feel shame, darling dear. This is not remorse. What they did to you, blood on the dance floor. But you realize that you had the Two of Cups. This was your ancestral team because I told you, you've been what? Earmarked to be the what? The breaker of dysfunctional curses in your lineage. And some of it's from your own past lives, darling dear. This is why you need to know your birth natal chart. Look at your South Node and see what you've got to work against. That comfort zone. Come out of it, darling dear. Go into the unknown. It's lovely. Base of the deck. Because what you are seeking is coming into you, darling dear. Yes, it's been slow, but it's on its way. What did I say? Continue to sow those seeds. Continue to what? Make those efforts. This is achievements, accolades, a return to your health, a new direction, darling. Yes, some of you are what? Investing in a new vehicle, a chariot of righteousness to take you where you need to be. This is a new job. Some of you are gardeners, right? Get your intel out there onto the internet. I can't stress it enough. You're going to get sick of it. Boss up time. I told you, a protector and a provider. This is also the God card in Tarot. Divine wants you to know the truth, darling dear. Taurus energy. And the truth starts from within. No higher court than the truth. Tell it to yourself on a daily basis. And I told you, we're on the what? To-do list flex today. We are attending all of our personal correspondences, right? Paying attention to our finances. Giving unto Caesar what is due unto Caesar. It's the karma of it all. The energies of it all. The energy, darling dear. If you heard nothing from me today, remember I told you, it's the energy that you give out is what you get back. And it's also the fact that you are still tied to some of these skullduggerous people. Cut them off once and for all. Get a hold of your solar plexus and release them. Because it's going to come swift, darling dear. Whatever you've been hoping, I shouldn't even say hoping, wanting, praying, right? Whatever you conceived, believed with faith the size of a mustard seed is about to be achieved. This is success, darling dear. Success. Again, it's a card of travel. Some of you will be traveling, right? To the Skrilla. Yes, baby. This is a divine match, darling dear. I told you. Only an emperor, right? The king right? The Hierophant or the Magician in the upright can approach your throne. Somebody's going to see your worth, darling. Just see that you're what? Excellent, excellent with your finances, has that business acumen. You are wife material, right? Dignified, know your worth. This person is what? Spying on you on the internet. You are about to what? Make ground zero together. This person's about to make contact. And that's the truth, Ruth. They can't hold themselves back anymore, right? Is it somebody coming with the duct tape and chloroform? I know it's a crazy question, but baby, let me look from now. What's this? No, babe. This person has their own badass alchemist ways. They're not going to be mixing and blending on you. No, 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 no. They are not coming through with the mixer and the blender of it all. They're coming to what? Bring choices. This is somebody who's coming in as a helpmate, a supporter. And they want you to balance on their foot up and on it. Good God. Don't tell me about that. TMI blood. After all of what? This, oh, I forgot to pack this away from the last set. After all of that skullduggery, all of that wasted time, that crying, right? All of them efforts, that knife's edge, this is going to be like a breath of fresh air. You're not going to believe it. You're going to think that where's the back end? Is this really a snake in disguise? No, it's not, darling. Yeah, this, right? It's Taurus, the Hierophant, spiritually guided. It also speaks about a union, long-term union. The Hierophant also speaks about an older person over the age of 40, darling dear. Somebody who's been through a thing or two. What's this? Oh, God. You've got a jealous female, a mature bitch in the background, toxic to the core, emotional drainer. This is the spellcaster. We've got a death card on its face. Whatever they tried for you, they tried it. The nasty words. This is somebody that's actively what? Done spell casting. Either they pay. Did they pay someone? Did they pay? No, darling dear. It's the hillbilly spellcaster, right? Possibly did what? Whipped up of another batch. Went into the graveyard and got some dirt, darling dear. They're so stupid. You know what energy they took? They don't even know what they took. But whatever they did, it's at their house. Bitter, twisted, jealous. If this is an older sister, a mother, nobody's mother. This person was highly narcissistic. They like the attention of others. This is somebody that would create destabilization in their own domicile. So everything can all be about them, self-serving them. This is also what? The unfaithful lover. The one that had their panani or futum like gang signs in the air. Wherever they went, they're living with their foolish actions, darling. They're stuck in a mire, being cheated on, right? And this reeks of the STD of it all. Good God, we need a blue light for that. Hey, hey! Base of the deck, darling dear. Drop all of those past burdens like it's hot. The 10 talks about the ending of a cycle in order for a new one to begin. Transformation starts from within, darling dear. This is also about you what? Releasing all of those inflammatory thoughts. Because it will only bring illness, and you will manifest that narcissist or a doppelganger just like them, right? Who will put you back in lack, codependency, right? And possibly give you a good kick in, a two-piece. Let me tell you something. They are broke pocketers. Buddy, if you got a dime, remember, it's about the energy, darling dears. The energy, what you give out. Hey, Shama G and Tiffany Twisted. Glad you could pop in. Melissa Allen, Joy Horton, 616 records. Blood, what's going on, mate? You are one odd person to get in contact with. I'm telling you. Yes, baby. Move forward, darling dears. Let's go to my Oracle Intel deck, and then I'm out of here for sure. Going to be coming back with Leo, December 2021 reading. Had to go on. Nearly said that name again, and I've got no red velvet cake Sunday left. Your free go-to moves, darling dear. This is about you what? I told you already, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You have to be 3 steps ahead of the echopraxic, the backstabbing, back front neck stabbing snakes, right? Straight up to slivering, licking the devil's balls before they speak on you or to you. Don't forget about Lot's wife. Salt Bay, they are. Because you ended a cycle with them, right? Bossed up on them, found your Chiron, you know how to heal yourself. Right? And if ever in doubt, call your ancestors. They'll sort you right out. I told you, call them at any time. I kid you not. At any time. If you're feeling bogged down by emotions, call them. I'm telling you, within 10 minutes, your whole mood, everything changes. All of a sudden, you find yourself doing things that you was too upset to do. What's this? In the reverse, Mitch can't kill your vibe, whomsoever that is. I told you, whomsoever is trying to cast their wicked intentions on you, darling dear. You still got emotional freedom. You're still awakened. And you're still what? Co-creating in the name of Father, God, Mother, Isis. Let's quickly split the deck. Oh, I told you. Boomerang effect. What they wanted for you, darling dear, is the mud hut they are living in. They, them, and And they're what? A liar. An aspire. Plagiarism of the mind. They're out there trying to what? Bend your will or your way in other people's eyes. It's the simpletons amongst the feeble-minded. Baby, I don't even want to talk about them anymore. It's what? A red flag. And it's making me go past the perspiration straight into sweating, guys. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to Teesprings, where I have a plethora of paraphernalia that will surely titillate your fancy. Or take the hop, skip, and jump to the Patreon, where you will have access to all the extended reads. If you would like a more personal read from me, please email me at frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. And make sure you embody the Bushido Reedy on a daily basis and continue to bend the matrix. I insist. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat.